Okay, so the new to me roll cage is showing up, and just in the nick of time, because I've got about 400 miles on this thing, and I've been slowly watching this. Focus! Focus! Oh, for crying out loud. I've been slowly watching this unfocusable crack get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so I've had this door zip tied the whole time because it wouldn't close and I didn't want it to rattle. And at this point, we want to get it everything. Got a fastener there. That just looks like it's a plug. I'm going to need a screwdriver for that. Always something. See, looks like that. One automotive style plug. What else is there? Special Polaris bolt. You know, it really would have helped if I didn't go get this thing muddy. I did not do myself any favors. If I had a week with looking at this thing and I had to get it muddy because I was looking at it. Alright, so now it is exactly as I thought. Let me show you. Okay, so as you recall, the door latch is high and back about 3/4 of an inch, okay? And the door is held on by this piece, which I'm presuming is as straight as it needs to be. But check out what's happened here with this rollover. You see how it's tweaked? It's going straight, it's going straight. Now imagine what would happen if this bar was forward about 3/4 of an inch. It would fix the door latch. And it doesn't look like this the car's frame is bent at all. It's just the roll cage, as I presume. So being clever pays off again, kids. Actually, I'm going to show you a real close-up how you do this. So there's a total of 3 of these clips, and if you look, they got a slot on either side for a screwdriver. So you come in here with a screwdriver, ideally on both sides, lift straight up, and then you can remove them. There's, like I said, there's two more that come at this from the fender well. So alternatively, using the right tool, you can come in and, of course I'm doing this with one hand, okay, you can come in here and lift this plug up, and then the whole tool comes out. So you can either use a couple of screwdrivers or the right tool. And I'll drop links on for the right tool onto Amazon for you. That's how that's done. Okay, when pulling these picks out on the bottom, you can also use a dash or door pick, just anything to get on the other side of that nub, so you can pop them on out. And now, we learned how to do this from the other side. It should just kind of won't fall off. Yay! And what do we see? Well, I know this one's pushed back a little bit, but it's more or less straight. But you can see There's a gap here. There's some forgiveness built into this. This is the sacrificial part on the whole frame. Thank you, Polaris, for justifying the useless 16mm socket I got in every case in the world. What are 11 and 16mm for? I don't know. It comes up once in a great while. That has some blue Loctite on it. I just found out the last 3 takes I took, taking parts off, didn't record because my iPhone ran out of memory. Not a bummer. Well, it is what it is. All right. And I got a rainstorm coming in. Of course. Of course I have a rainstorm coming in. Oops, that's right. As far as impact drivers go, you cannot beat Panasonic. You just can't. Everybody else who's used this thing sits there and goes, holy smokes, does it have power? Now that I think about it, this darn nearly a 10-year-old tool. Wow! Twang! Did you see that happen? Twang! The bolt's still in good shape. I'm thankful for that. Oh, we got a snorkel in the way. Let's de-snorkel. Or they... It's not a snorkel per se, it's the vent for the belt. Bolts. Oh, this thing's moving. Take this guy off and see what happens here. This is where I wanted to have other Eric around to help, but he's not. So this is loose, right? It should, in theory, go straight up. Now I'm wondering. Yeah, I want a second person. I just want a second person. Ooh, okay. I can fall, sure. something like that. Well, YouTube, you win some and you lose some. This is the stock bent rear roll cage, rear part of the roll cage, the B pillar. And here's what I ordered. And I was banking that the only real difference between the XT and the 1000S was just the rear supports. Well, turns out the mounting points are longer or shorter on the XT than the S. So I will rebay this part and the two rear supports. And I think unless there's one used that happens to be on eBay, I'm just going to order a brand new $400 roll bar and be done with it. Okay, YouTube, a week has gone by. I ordered in from Tucker Rocky the correct rear roll bar. And then another thing that's happened is I got some non-bacterial sore throat. So if my voice is funny, it's because it sure feels funny in my throat. And I've gone to the physician twice on this thing because it hasn't gone away. Anyway, it's time to put this thing together.
Come in from the back or the front?
They come in from the back.
From the back.
To the fronts. And, actually, what's supposed to happen is you put the lock nut in and then just kind of start putting it in. Yeah, you got it. That's the rear. And I think the front one's going first. And it goes in right here. So... that's pretty much, I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah, this is going to get down in here. Where's that other little bolt? I just want to start it.
You want to run them down a little bit, there's an impact on right
behind. Let's just leave them loose.
There we go.
Get the other one?
Yeah.
There we go. Everything looks good.
So I'm gonna run these guys.
You know what? Yeah, just run them babies in. And
you do not want to have this thing on max torque. This gun.
you have some back braces that come down?
No.
No. Okay.
That's on the next. That's on the XP.
Okay. Good places to build some.
Pardon me.
Some speaker mounts.
What I'm trying to do is find out if this door now lines up. You know what I mean? When we bolt this up, I want the door on here. Actually, I think I want both doors on.
I'd put them both on. I'd get them put in right where they go, and
yeah, leave the hardware for the doors loose, but sort of.
Oh, I might latch the doors.
No, I want to latch the doors. That way we know we're coming square when we tighten up. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about houses real quick.
So I've got everything fixed. 2 front brackets, $35. A used roll cage, which I got off of eBay for $4.75. I ended up using the 2 A-pillars that go up to here and the crossbar. Ended up with an extra B-pillar of the rear thing and then the 2 bars. Turns out that the longer travel version of the RZR, they do not share a common rear roll cage. I will rebay those parts, and even at like a discounted Tuck Air Rocky, if I can get $60 for the rear end and the 2 bars, I will still have less than $600 into the restoring this machine. While I was at it and looking at stuff and running this thing around, I realized I wanted to get some lower door skins and some knee pads and whatnot. That's a separate project, and obviously I need to add a little oil or grease to the hinges. We had to do a little fitting on the doors, but I tell you what, if you look at the factory, they've got slots on these things for a reason, because they always have to do fittings on the doors, and the striker plate is also adjustable too. So all in all, not too bad. It all turned out pretty good. It turned out pretty much the way I expected, and I'm pretty thrilled that I got into a nice RZR for pretty inexpensively. Anyway, if you like my channel, subscribe, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'll talk to you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.